What does it take to build muscle and lose fat all at the same time when you're menopausal, when you're over 50? Well, Karen did just that at 54. And in this video, I'm gonna break it down for you exactly what Karen did in 10 weeks to achieve a body recomposition. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. And one of the foundations of my over 40 method is actually body recomposition. So we have to think not about weight loss, but about fat loss and muscle building. And that's what Karen did, and I'm going to break it down for you exactly how she achieved that. But let's hear from her first.
I was very frustrated, even though I'm a knowledgeable person in the gym. I do have experience with working out, having done sports my whole life. I still wasn't able to train myself to get results. I was, again, relying a lot on cardio. I used to be part of a triathlon group because I joined to try to lose weight. Oh, and then I went to CrossFit. I went back to CrossFit, which I didn't, although I got strong, I didn't get any results. I didn't lose any weight. I didn't change my body composition at all.
And you were sort of you were plant-based eater, so I would say you were pretty healthy, weren't you, Karen?
Yeah, I'm plant-based. I mean, I'm not 100% vegan, but I'm definitely, very close to it. And I eat healthy. I don't eat processed foods. We don't have junk food in our house. I don't even drink soda. Yeah, unless I was starving myself, the only way for me to lose weight was to go to bed hungry every single night, which was so frustrating. I have knowledge about nutrition at an amateur level, and also with working out, I just couldn't seem to bring it all together in order to which I knew it needed to be a combination of both. I'm 53, and I knew that the hormonal change was affecting it. But so I started watching a lot of. I started trying to to learn more on the YouTube videos, and of course, I happened to come upon which always is how it happens, right? You just happen to come upon a video, and it was you talking about menopause, and that you started this journey later in life. What captured my attention too was that picture of you beforehand, which reminded me of myself at a certain age, and how you just couldn't, for some reason, get yourself to lose weight, even though you were trying. So then I started just watching your videos, and then I thought that I wanted to, okay, I need someone to help me. I need someone to just push me over the edge, to bring it all together for me. And I think I mentioned that to you in our very first session, that I needed someone to help me. I love working with coaches, and I just being able to leave you a message. I know it's something really, really simple, but like leaving you a message like on Fridays, like when I finished my workout, and also to have your support in adjusting as I'm progressing through the 3 months, that you're adjusting my workout to help me achieve my goals, but also at the same time keeping me realistic about what I'm able to do with the time that I have. Yeah, your insight has been really great from your own experience. I didn't have to starve myself. I didn't have to go to bed hungry, which is really, really hard to every night be going to bed hungry, also because it affects your sleep. I was still able to lose weight without starving myself, basically, and that getting me on the right macros really helped keep me satiated all day.
How do you feel about the results you've got?
The funny part is that I'm always looking forward to what I haven't achieved. And it was interesting to receive a couple weeks ago, you had sent me the side by side. And I was like shocked. I was actually showing people like, oh my God, because it was really, the difference was really huge. I mean, even the fact that I hadn't actually lost a ton of weight, my body composition had completely shifted. I don't have like my belly hanging over my pants. I don't have my bra digging into me. So even your theory, or not your theory, but your way of that, okay, it's better to lose inches or centimeters, in body fat percentage, rather than solely focusing on your weight. because it's not the whole picture. And yeah, I'm still totally shocked. I still look at it sometimes like, oh my God. One of the things that, just to other women are listening to me, it just was really consistency. I didn't miss any. Other than, as you know, I had to travel a bit, and also, when the gyms closed for holidays, but I didn't miss any training. I always got up and did it. No matter how tired I was, I would still get up and do it. So I didn't miss any training, and I wasn't 100% with the food. I would say I was about 90%. So you don't have to be exactly perfect. You you also with the food, you're not going to eat the same thing for 3 months, but use it as a guideline. Okay, it's easy to see how you're crafting that. Not easy, but you can see how you're crafting the meals to be high protein. Yeah, I think it's amazing, the results. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's really good to just sort of help, tell other women about the 90% rule, because you did do a lot of traveling, didn't you?
Yeah, I was really worried about that. I'm like, oh my God, I've paid all this money and I'm not going to be able to do it because I haven't trained. So also it helped while I was traveling, because you gave me some ideas about how to not go off the rails while you're traveling. And it really helped me just stay focused while I was traveling, to think about what I was ordering so that I wasn't going so off program. So I wasn't stuffing my face. And then come back and just be completely sad because I just undone the last 2 weeks of work that I had done. So it really helped me. I did, I had during the program, it was my anniversary. We went to dinner. I had, a glass of champagne. I did have a glass of wine, but again, in a controlled way. Even now, I told you several times that it's one of the successes for me has just been, we're big wine drinkers here, and also to really control that and not be, oh, you need to have that wine because everybody else is having it. Like now I just nope, I don't want any.
So the first thing I'm going to talk about, first thing I'm actually going to say is Karen, she'd been trying this for around about 3 years and not succeeding. She'd been eating healthy, she'd been exercising, but she was doing the wrong diet and the wrong exercise. Some would say it's not a wrong diet because she was doing plant-based eating, nothing wrong with that, but she wasn't taking her protein high enough. And she was exercising, but she was doing too much cardio. So let's look now at what training she did to do that body recomposition in 10 weeks. So Karen did 2 upper body strength training days, 2 lower body strength training days. Now, because Karen was an experienced lifter, she's done lots of activity before. She was actually in her younger days playing a lot of sport. So she had a sort of intermediate to advanced level of training plan, strength training plan. And what I would say about Karen is she was very good at implementing this and making sure that she was seeing progress. She kept everything in a spreadsheet. She shared that with me because I am Karen's coach. So in that spreadsheet, she put how heavy she was lifting and how many reps and sets she was doing at each session. So she was ensuring that she was improving at every session, and she really did. As well as those 4 upper body days, post-strength training, she did 15 minutes to start off with, did increase it through the process to 30 minutes of high intensity intervals training straight after her strength session. So that was 3 times a week. So not all of those strength training sessions, which was 4 times a week. And then as well as those cardio sessions, she actually did 1 45-minute session per week of military style fitness, which is kind of another type of high intensity interval training. So altogether she did 5 sessions per week. As well as that, she was making sure she was getting 10,000 steps per day in. So steps are really important because they're part of your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's just kind of an easy way to get in activity that isn't structured activity, and that's going to burn more calories. Let's talk about nutrition, because nutrition was absolutely key. As I said, she was eating healthy before, but we restructured her macros, and I'm going to show them here. So she had macros and calories that she had on her upper body days and her rest days and her cardio only days. And her macros on those days were a little bit different. So it was 160 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of fats. Now, on her leg training days, we actually increased the carbohydrates. So she was doing 160 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. So a little bit of drop in fat. And what that does is it ensures you're getting your carbohydrate days in those days, those leg sessions, where you need the maximum amount of energy, but you're actually going to burn more calories. And that means that you're not going too low on carbs on every single day. So you're almost getting like a carb refeed, but it's on those days when you're going to actually burn more carbohydrates, burn more calories on your leg training session days, which I absolutely love women to do. It is quite complicated. So if you're not used to tracking your own macros and calories, that can be difficult. If you're starting out at this, you really want to stick to one overall than splitting your macronutrients. So the next thing was sleep. Now, when Karen came to me, she said to me she wasn't getting very much sleep. We got Karen on some supplements to help her improve her sleep, and then she kind of got really mindful and really intentional about getting enough sleep. It was generally about 7 hours per night, and she would take ashwagandha, something like ashwagandha, to help her sleep. And that's when you really see some changes, because building muscle and losing fat is quite heavily reliant on sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, you may not see the results that Karen did in such a short space of time. Now, if you're looking for a program just like this, where you can actually win part of a $15,000 prize fund, I am running an 8-week transformation challenge, and the top prize is actually $10,000. Click the link in the description, and I will link it at the end of this video, to find out more about that transformation challenge, and then you can go ahead and experience the kind of transformation that Karen did, even if you're in menopause like she was.